Colette explores the early life of Sidonie Gabrielle Colette, one of the great figures of French literature during the first half of the 20th century. She was born in the village of Saint-Sauveur-en-Puisaye in Burgundy, and we first meet her, vividly incarnated as she is for the screen by Keira Knightley, in 1892, when her parents, who live modestly, are entertaining a famous writer from Paris. This is Henry Gauthier-Viard, who used the pen name of Willie. He's played by Dominic West, and his waspish criticism of the Paris art scene, describing a production of Tosca, he claims that bad theatre is like dentistry, appeals to the young woman, so much so that after he's officially left the family home, she meets up with him for a clandestine romp in the hay, literally. Clearly this is going to be no conventional screen biography, but that's not surprising given the credentials of British-born director Wash Westmoreland, including the acclaimed Still Alice, for which Julianne Moore won an Oscar for playing an Alzheimer's sufferer. Colette and Willie soon marry and live in Paris, where she begins ghostwriting a series of books, starting in 1900, about an adolescent girl called Claudine. Willie takes all the credit for the hugely successful Claudine Quartet, making Colette increasingly dissatisfied about her lack of recognition. She's further discomfited by the fact that Willie is a serial womanizer. It's what men do, he assures her. Eventually, she takes a lover for herself. Georgie, Eleanor Tomlinson, is a very liberated married woman, but Colette is soon mortified to discover that Willie is also sleeping with her. And by this time, Colette is becoming increasingly frustrated that the books she's written, dramatizations of which are being performed in the theatre, are credited solely to her husband. Women authors don't sell, Willie assures her, but she's soon to prove him wrong. Of course, Colette soared above all the scandal to become the most celebrated female author in the history of French literature. That's according to an end title. She wrote many books, but it is perhaps rather curious that the film never mentions the 1944 novella for which she's probably best remembered today, Gigi. Knightley and West are excellent in these roles, and the film's matter-of-fact depiction of small details of everyday life at the time is delightful. There's a charming scene in which Colette and her husband visit a home that's just been wired for electricity and experience this new form of lighting. It's a modest but handsome production, lovingly photographed by Gilles Nuytgens and mostly filmed in Hungary, with period trappings that seem authentic in every respect. I like Colette a lot. I'm giving it 4 stars.